Alright, so first we were thrown out from our home until I was eventually able to stand and able to actually act on his own. But our enemies didn't know that, and so we're trying to use that to our advantage. Eventually we moved down and had to start fighting people off that could potentially come after us and our allies. And after slowing their pace, we eventually defeated them and got them to surrender and realize us and our position. So now it looks like we're moving up to get some Djeriba Gold.
A trader came to Sunjata from beyond the Sahara Desert. He had a deep, thick Arabic accent and told of great gold deposits in Sumanguru's lands. But Sumanguru did not permit the traders access to this gold. The tyrant gave his allies control over the gold and salt trade, leaving the merchants at their mercy. This trade was the flowing blood in the veins of these kingdoms. If the blood stops flowing, the body will wither. Sunjata thought about the merchant's words. The next day, he assembled a band of raiders. If trade was the blood of Sumanguru's empire, then Sunjata would drain it, just as one drains an animal after a hunt.
Alright, so it sounds like we want to disrupt their trade. Find the Milan raiding camp south of the city of Djin, or Jean. The Malaysians are confined to the Castle Age again, and to a population of 150. Avoid attacking Green until you are strong enough. Try to obtain as many resources as you can before building a base. Once you free an imprisoned village, Green... Once you free an imprisoned villager, Green will try to retaliate. Interesting. Destroying the Soso camp to the north will provide your villagers with access to the resources there. Sunjata's men have arrived from the east. They must be brought to the Milan camps in the south to start conducting their raids. The great city of Jean dominates the region along the banks of the Niger River. It is well fortified to withstand any siege. The city is defended by swordsmen, skirms, and camels. Alright, so I guess I might want my own swords? I guess skirms and pikemen from the sound of things, because if I bring in knights, I have to worry about for the camels. If I go for archers, I have to worry about the skirms. Alright. Several villagers in Cyan, loyal to Jean, dot the landscape. Some hold resources while others have imprisoned Milan villagers. A mining camp lies to the east, providing precious gold. West Africa provides the surrounding region with gold, so it is its most important export product. Alright? Alright, I have failed this mission about 6 times already, maybe 7. So we'll just say this one's gonna be round 7. I pretty much gave up, because I have to go to the book, so I turned the game off, went to bed. Although I did look at the map, and found something I didn't know about, so now it's some newfound knowledge that I would not... Well, maybe I would have figured... I don't know. Anyways, let's just get on with this.
Welcome, Malian riders. Some of your comrades have already set up camp nearby. You can find them to the south.
So yes, our goal is to go all the way down here. Now, along the way, there's going to be some units that will just try to attack us. So we're trying to use our scout's line of sight to not get into any unnecessary skirmishes and just run away. So the front is going to be a little bit of a slower start. We don't have any villagers to start off with, but we will get villagers later on. However, that may not be for a little while just due to, well, what I've learned from playing and failing this mission multiple times. We will eventually get villagers. The issue is that as soon as you get your first villager, the enemy gets kind of annoyed. Well, maybe not so much annoyed. Yeah, annoyed is the better term. They get annoyed and are like, oh, okay then. And then they become an actual threat. Until that point, no one's really going to bother us. I mean, Redrill, if they see us, everybody will attack us if they see us pretty much. But they're not going to come out and actively hunt us like they will when I get my first villager. So just play it safe, just try to play it smart. Don't take any more unnecessary damage than you need to. Try to stay away from the bases and all that. Some fights might be unavoidable. But, I mean, we can try to kite the enemy. I don't want to take, especially against pikemen, I don't want to take any more unnecessary damage than I have to. Especially considering we should just be able to just go around this tree. The pikemen, or spearmen, whatever these guys are my biggest fear, because they will do the most amount of damage to my horseback units. I will also say this is probably going to be a great mission to actually use infantry, and not just basic infantry, but probably even our specialty unit from the castle, but that will be, again, later on. We're just trying to get to our first objective here. We haven't even gone that far yet. Anyways, down here...
your intentions, Malian warriors. Visit me after you have found your camp.
So yeah, these guys are friendly to us. They are the traders, the Saracen traders. So, he'll have a quest for us to do in about a little bit after we get to our camp and everything. Also, keep an eye on your resources up on top, because that will be important. There are a way for us to get more resources, but when we get villagers, it'll be important.
Let us raid them and disturb Jennet's precious trade route before we commence the attack on the city itself. Djennet captured many of our villagers. If we free them, they can help us build a larger base.
Yes, but as I said, as soon as we do that, Green's going to get angry and attack us. So there are 6 villages that can be looted for resources, 3 villages that have villagers being encamped. That being, not here, sorry. That being these guys over here, over here, and over here.
If you bring me 4 camels, I will tell you where they keep their stockpiles and prisoners.
So here's yet another one. This guy wants to get camels. So right now I want the one thing to give my horseback or cab unit some extra health. I'm going to send this unit out and about, and we're essentially going to go over this way. I'm only sending out 1 for right now. So, when I did this one, I was just like, okay, let's get knights, because to free the villagers and whatnot, we're going to need to get towers destroyed. So, if I need tower destroyed, I need someone that can actually take a hit and do some decent damage, and I went for knights with my starting resources. Hello there, camel. Gotta be careful, that camel can get targeted and get killed and whatnot. I want to go over here because I did not know about this.
We can use it to build siege engines to tear down Jennet's walls.
Yes, this is going to be very useful. Not just for that, but also to get the mission more or less started. A lot of these guys are going to have archers and skirmishers. There is going to be the occasional light cav, and there's going to be the occasional, like, spearmen and whatnot. But as long as we can take care of them, battering rams will be pretty much golden for all of this. Now, as I said, if we save the villagers, Green will attack. But if we go after their loot from the storehouses, they will not. So we can go after the storehouses without any issue. But the second we get rid of all the towers and get our first villager, Green gets angry. So I'm going to say it's going to be in our best option to maybe get all the loot first. We also get a blacksmith, so I want to get forging because I want to get the extra damage from both horseback units as well as my infantry when the time comes. And yes. Now, Cyan, the villagers, won't really do too much. Like, they're mostly just going to be there. They're just there to, like, take up space. Just a few battering rams should be more than enough to handle anything. Oh, but when we get villagers, whatever resources you have up here when you get the villagers is what resources you have. If you happen to have spent all your wood and all your food before getting your villagers, well, you're going to have to get more. The issue I had on my first attempt doing this was that I spent all my resources, and by the time I got villagers, I'm like, oh, they usually give you, like, extra resources when you get vills. That didn't happen. So I had 100 wood, so enough to get myself a lumber camp, but no food. So I had to get down to lumber camp with the villagers that I had. I only had 3 because... Oops. Sorry about that. Hit in buttons I don't need to. I had 3 villagers, because these were the 3 I rescued, because I'm like, oh, these ones make the most amount of sense, because these guys are so far away, I'm not going to bother trying to get them. I'll get them later. So I had these 3 villagers make me a lumber mill is 100 wood I had. Then I had them essentially gather enough wood until eventually we could make the... what's it called? Make a town center, and for the town center I was in getting extra wood to get food and getting more vills, but by that time it was already too late, and things did not go all that well. But now with some battering rams, I'm going to send these guys out. I think we can just start by getting rid of their stuff with the army on standby to go on in, because I just mostly need the army to deal with any... I'll have them deal with any units that have to get in the way, but I mostly have them here just to mostly deal with the physical attackers, the spearmen and whatnot, because they're going to be the greatest threat to them. Not much, but I mean, it does add up. Alright, guys, come on in. Yeah, and once we get rid of these vills, once we get rid of these archers, I'm just going to have my units pull back. My villagers. I'm going to have my army pull back. They have no reason to just get them killed for nothing. Alright guys, come over here. Guys, stop it. Right, now if you guys want to do something, you can go after this. Because these things do have motor holes, so we do have to be... maybe not careful, but we do have to keep that in mind. And there we go. We can destroy everything else. It's not all that important. Just getting rid of this storehouse is what I came here for.
We have sacked one of their villages.
Yep, there we go. Food, wood, gold. Very happy about that. I'd say we're gonna go after this guy next. Again, there's a lot of archers up there, so the battering rams will be mostly fine. It's just that one light cat that's gonna be my only issue with dealing with them. So I feel like more than anything, this just might be me speeding things up. Also, I'll use a little bit more of my resources just to get myself another battering ram. And more or less, I guess the goal for right now is just get all the resources. Also, I want to go after red. There's going to be a good reason to go after red. But essentially, I want to get rid of everybody, and I want to get as many resources as I can, get ourselves ready. Like, already getting the upgrades is working me fine. I will get you as well, even if I don't have any... what are they called? Even if I don't have any inventory right now. Also, there's a bug in my room, so if you hear any buzzing, that is why. Okay. Another thing, before I forget, I believe there's another camel right over... Yes. That is camel number 2. I'm not going to send them over right away. Well, I could. The only thing would be, just need to be careful where you send them. Because if I tell them to just go straight over here, they're just going to get themselves killed due to enemy units patrolling the region. So I'm going to tell them to go down this way first. Okay, so we're going to go up this way. We're going to attack. We're going to attack, but we're not going to destroy all the towers out here. As long as one tower survives, unfortunately the villagers will still be captives, but it also means that I don't have to worry about, like, green coming after us. It also means that, by that point, I just need to just destroy the one tower, and vills be mine. Oh, there's another camel up here. Okay, cool. So the plan right now is that we're going to go this way. We're going to attack these guys. Again, do a similar thing. Attack, but don't destroy. Then we're going to essentially pull back around and come down this way, and then walk our way over to here. to here, to there, and then move over that way. Just be careful, green is right here, so obviously getting too close you might get attacked by whatever towers and whatnot they have, so it should be okay, but should and will can always be two different things. Alright, the army's together, if not beat, battered, and bruised, not gonna lie. We have lost a few good men along the way. But I am willing to take that. Now, should I have gotten some of the other upgrades earlier? Yes, because I did get fletching and whatnot, because like, oh yeah, that'll be good for castles. Should I get the, boarding armor? Maybe, but I think I'll hold off. I think I'll survive without it. I do think I want to take you guys up this way real quick. Also, we got Boba camel archers from last time as well, which is interesting. Interesting that they would bring it back. Oh, you jerk. Anyways. We are missing one more camel. I transported the 3, although I don't know why that one's outside. It must have been a very naughty camel to not be allowed inside. Also, I found 2 more cav archers that I apparently had hidden inside the base. The original starting base, so okay.
Promised I marked the locations of interest on your map.
Huh. Did you? I wonder if he was meant to show me all of these locations instead of, everything else, because I don't know why... Uh-oh, I don't know why or what that gave me, if anything at all. Alright, so again, that's the last tower. So once this tower goes down, that tower goes down, and or that tower goes down, whatever villagers were being captured will be free, and then Green will be ready to go on the assault. Which I don't want to have to deal with right now. I do think I'll get myself some more knights. I'll give me 2 knights. Watch them over that way. And 2 archers to give me a boost.
I like how you do business, so I would like to make another proposition. Send me 1,000 wood, and I will build a market for your trade carts to visit.
Cool. We'll be eating well tonight, boys! As soon as we get villagers to actually start cooking up these goats.
Because the Sosa Towers defending these mines, the miners will produce gold for the Mali.
That feels like a bit of a stretch, but hey, I'm game.
Look at the shiny gold these miners are mining. Nowhere else in the world can you find so much of it as here.
Alright, let's see if we can go find our old friend, the monk up here, to heal up our units real quick. What do you say? Alright, so we got all of the villagers. And I found a goat? What? Oh, over there, but I can't do anything with it. Okay. However, there's still a lot of the map left. Now, most of the middle is going to be controlled by green. However, this upper path will be controlled by red. The so-so traders, so how about we deal with them and steal their location, shall we? Alright, let's just make another quick little save, because, well, finally, I don't know how long I am into this, to get these towers destroyed and get this mission truly started. We'll get villagers, we'll be able to get a town center set up and everything else, so yes. I believe this side is going to be done first? Yes.
These peasants offer to help us. Let us bring them back to our camp. These peasants offer to help us. Let us bring them back to our camp. These peasants offer to help us. Let us bring them back to our camp.
You think your riders can destroy the villages and get away with it? You shall feel the wrath of the mighty city of Djenne.
Crud. I need more wood.